guys and girls, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about sugar daddies. So if you want to find yourself a sugar daddy or learn more about it, stay tuned. Okay, so first things first, I just want to say that I did take a break from everything. I haven't been posting barely at all on anything like OnlyFans, YouTube, everything. I just want to take like a mental health break. I do suffer from mental health problems, so for me it was just really important because I was feeling a little bit burnt out. I was feeling really tired, and I just wanted to chill and spend some time to myself and not have to worry about anything. So I am back. I'm so excited to be here. It felt so weird. Yesterday I went back onto OnlyFans and it felt so weird recording things. It was so strange, but I wanted to come back with a bang and hit you guys up with a sugar daddy video because I think everybody wants to know how they can find a sugar daddy. Like, it's probably like one of the most common questions in this industry is how do I find a sugar daddy? So let's talk. I've written down everything that I wanted to talk about. So if you see me looking down here, it's just because I've written everything down. I didn't want to miss anything. I wanted to give you guys like as much information as I possibly could on this topic. So everybody knows what a sugar daddy is. There are also sugar mamas as well for the guys that want like a sugar mama. They're probably rarer than sugar daddies, but they do exist. So, you know, if you are a guy and you do want a sugar mama, you have to try and find one. But yeah, everybody knows what a sugar daddy is. It's essentially somebody who pays you a monthly or a weekly fee to do whatever they basically want. So it can be anything from selling pictures, meeting up, going for dinner, having sex, all of that sort of stuff. So totally up to the sugar daddy as to what they want. So how and where to find a sugar daddy. Now, I'm going to be completely realistic with you because you guys know me. I like to be as honest as possible. I'm a very blunt person. I'm very honest in everything that I do. Sugar daddies are not easy to come by. They are extremely hard to find, and one of the reasons why I'm actually doing this video is because I have seen a lot of videos on YouTube. First of all, I love like sex worker videos. I love watching stripper vlogs. I love watching sugar daddy stuff. I love watching OnlyFans get readies with me, all of that kind of stuff I love. But I have watched like a few sugar daddy videos where they kind of just talk about the pros of it and they don't really talk about how hard it is to find one, or how hard, or what they want from you essentially. They just talk about the money side of it and how amazing it is. So I wanted to give like a realistic expectation for you guys of everything, you know, how to find a sugar daddy, what they want, what you want as well. So how and where to find a sugar daddy. Now, there's two types of sugar daddies. There is your online sugar daddies, and then there is your in-person sugar daddies. Now, online sugar daddies are usually, you can find them on places such as Tinder. Sometimes they will approach you on social media. They're really hard to come by, online sugar daddies are. If you find one that is actually real and not a scam, try and treasure them because they are really hard to come by. Now, in-person sugar daddies, usually you will find them sort of in the strip club, you will find them at swinger events, you will find them, you can find them on sugar daddy websites as well. Usually the sugar daddy websites prefer for people to meet up with each other, and it generally isn't online based. From my experience, all of the sugar daddies that I come by from like the sugar daddy websites are guys that want to meet. They don't want anything online, so just bear that in mind. So strip clubs, swinger events, Tinder, dating profiles, sugar daddy websites. Sometimes they will approach you on social media as well. All of these places you can find sugar daddies. Also, another thing is, you might already know a sugar daddy and not actually know it. a lot of the time sugar daddies will stalk their girls that they are interested in for quite a while, and then they will approach if they like your stuff that you're putting out, your Instagram posts, whatever. So you might already actually have one lurking around and you might not know it. So what sugar daddy expects from you. So like I said, 2 different types of sugar daddies. It's really, really important that when you start this whole entire thing, you figure out if you want to do just online work or if you want to meet a sugar daddy and if you are open for that. So, you know, usually your sugar daddy will expect quite a bit from you. And this can be anything. This can be for online sugar daddies, pictures every day, obviously nude pictures, phone calls, video chats, you know, just a whole bunch of stuff, texting like every second of every single day, all of that good stuff. Whereas an in-person sugar daddy might want to take you out for dinner, take you to events, you know, kind of seem like you're dating as such, have sex with you. So yeah, it's really important that you both kind of understand what you're both going to gain from it. So you both need to figure out your price. So depending on what sugar daddy you're kind of going for, generally online sugar daddies pay a lot less than what they would do if they were to meet you. So online sugar daddies, you know, because they're not getting like that in-person experience and they're not essentially having sex, they will pay somewhat of a lesser price than in-person sugar daddies, which kind of makes sense to a certain extent. Even though it's your time being taken up, you're not actually having to meet this person. So, you know, it's really important that your sugar daddy sets an amount that he is happy to give you, and explains what they want from you. Okay, so it's really important that you know what this person wants from you down to the T, and then you know how much they're going to give you. But it's also really important that you need to explain to your sugar daddy what you want from them. So if there's a price and you're not happy with it, negotiate it. You know, explain that you might want gifts, you might want lingerie, you might want whatever, you know, your terms. It's all on your terms essentially. So just make sure that there is really good communication there and that you both know everything. You know, you both know what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do, and what you want essentially from this, because you both essentially want something from it. You want money and he wants an online girlfriend or whatever. So there's that, and that's really, really important. So online versus in-person sugar daddies. So online sugar daddies means no physical contact. They usually expect nudes, phone calls, usually don't pay as much in person. In-person sugar daddies, physical contact, usually sex, often spends higher amounts on you, so they will also usually take you like lingerie shopping, shopping in general, things like that, dinner, date nights, all of that good stuff. So yeah, that's that. So realistic expectations. So a lot of people assume that you have to be like slim thick to have a sugar daddy, or you have to be, you know, like the best body in the world. This is not true. Not true, okay? But you do have to look good. You do have to look presentable, especially if you are a sugar baby who is going out in person with this guy. It's really important that you look good, your hair's done nice, your makeup's done on point, your clothes are looking good, you know, all of that kind of stuff. It is really important that you look good. Usually sugar daddies, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but won't go for an average looking girl. They're superficial guys, they want the best of the best. You know, there are guys out there that prefer BBWs, and there are guys out there that prefer skinnier girls. There are sugar daddies out there for everyone, but it's really important that you make yourself look good, essentially. So essentially sugar daddies are really hard to come by. They are not an easy thing to find. I feel like so many girls brag about how they've got sugar daddies and everybody wants a sugar daddy, and girls just assume that it's so easy to find one. Really, really not. It's very, very hard. Even in-person sugar daddies are very hard to find, and usually they will approach you. Now, in talking of approaching you, I think every single girl has at least come past this once when they are a sex worker, especially online. Scams. There are so many sugar daddy scams, it is ridiculous, okay? And they are getting smarter and smarter and smarter about how they word things, and how they approach you and all of this sort of stuff. And girls are falling for this, and they are still falling for this. So when you get approached by an online sugar daddy, usually they are a scam, okay? They generally start with something like, hi dear, or hi sugar baby, I'm looking for a sugar baby, would you like to be my sugar baby, I will pay you $2,000 per week, and all of this bullshit. It's not true. First of all, no online sugar daddy is generally going to pay $2,000 for somebody that they do not know, they have never spoken to, they do not know in person, they have no bond with. Okay, if it seems too good to be true, generally it's too good to be true. I mean, you know, it's obviously a scam. And what these guys do is they will send you a fake screenshot of the money that they sent to your Cash App, and then they will say that you have to pay a fee of however much to release the funds. And then this is how the girls get scammed, because they fall for it, they send the money, the guy's got the money, the guy goes off, there is no money for you. Girls still fall for this to this day because they want to believe that they are able to find a sugar daddy, and because it seems like it's quick, easy money. No, it's not true. It's not true. It's like one of the most common scams, sugar daddy scams, that, you know, so many people still fall for, which is really, really sad, because people are getting scammed when really they're just trying to make money, and then they're losing money. It's just ridiculous. So you never want to send money ever to anybody, to any guy. Never ever send money to any guy that is saying that they will pay you, but you have to pay out a certain amount first to receive the funds. It is a scam, okay? It's a scammy scam. Also, sugar daddies sometimes will be like, fake sugar daddies anyway, will be like, send content first. I want to see content, so that I know what I'm paying for. I'm going to send you a certain amount of money. Never send content first in any single case, to anybody, even not sugar daddies, anybody. Never ever send content before you get payment. And that goes for everything and anything in sex world. Always make sure that you get your payment first, or you get a large deposit first, because otherwise you are highly at risk of getting scammed. My arm is going dead from holding this laptop. So never accept gift cards as well. Gift cards can be cancelled, so yeah, just don't bother. So yeah, scammers, I think everybody has come across a scammer, and they are getting more and more clever with how they word things, which is annoying, because again, you know, it can be hard to spot a scam sometimes, but usually if it sounds too good to be true, then it usually is too good to be true. So overall, it's really hard to find a sugar daddy these days. I have had two, both online, and you know, it's hard, but you also have to understand that when you have a sugar daddy, essentially they are your priority over everybody. So if you do find a sugar daddy, that's great for you, but make sure that you have the time and energy to be able to commit to them full time, essentially. You know, they generally are very, very clingy. They want to talk to you every single second, which is fine, they've paid for it. But, you know, they are clingy, they do want to talk to you. a lot, and they do take up a large amount of time. So just bear in mind that, you know, you have enough time to actually do that. Yeah, if you ignore a sugar daddy, then they do not become repeat sugar daddies, which sucks, but whatever. So yeah, again, realistic expectations that I wanted to give you guys. I'm going to shut this now because it's annoying me. I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood how hard it is to actually find a legit sugar daddy. So many girls are bragging about the sugar daddies that they have, the sugar daddies that, you know, have given them so much money, which is great for them if they actually have them. However, they're not easy to come by at all, and you have to look the part, you have to play the part of being a sugar baby. And, you know, it's hard work. You know, anything in sex work is hard work, but being a sugar baby is hard work. It's not just, you know, oh, I get paid at however, whatever. I took money weekly. You can take it monthly as well. I personally used to take it weekly only because I don't trust anyone, so I like to make sure that I get my money weekly so that I don't get scammed or anything like that, because you just never know with these guys. You never ever know. So, you know, it's hard work, and I don't think anybody really understands how hard it actually is to be a sugar baby, because your time essentially is dedicated to that guy that has paid a lot of money to talk to you and to, you know, do whatever with you. So yeah, that's it on the sugar baby front. Hopefully this has helped you out a little bit with more sort of realistic expectations. I just wanted to kind of come on here and help some of the newbies out that think it's easy to find a sugar daddy. I saw a post actually that kind of sparked this on Facebook. I am back on Facebook as well, actually. Don't ask. And it was like, how can I find a sugar daddy? Everybody seems to find a sugar daddy and I can't find one, and all of this. And she was getting like so stressed out that she couldn't find a sugar daddy. And so many girls were like, oh, I have a sugar daddy, blah, blah, blah. But actually, it's not that easy to find a sugar daddy. And, you know, most of the girls that say they have sugar daddies probably don't actually have sugar daddies. You'll find that in this job, a lot of girls brag about things that they don't actually have, which, you know, is them. They do them. I do me. You do you. Everybody does, or whatever. Everybody does everyone else, whatever. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like I have hopefully helped a few newbies out, especially with things like scams. Don't fall for that shit, girls. Make your money, make it smart. Do what you gotta do, but, you know, use your brain a little bit, not just, you know, your money pockets. You need to think smart, otherwise you will lose money essentially, and you don't want to. The whole point of you doing this is to gain money and not lose money. So hopefully this has helped you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah, love ya.